Hey Gina, this is Jyoti from Education 2.0 conference. Very congratulations for getting recognized on a platform. How do you think about it?
Thank you so much. I'm super overwhelmed and super grateful and appreciative that I was recognized, especially in the education industry as a leader. This is something which I have aspired to be and continue to aspire to be. So I'm beyond excited.
That's great. So can you please introduce yourself and the organization you're representing today?
Sure. So my name is Gina, and we have a company, Generation Z Education and Training Solutions. I'm a co-founder and partner. There's four of us in total in the company, including myself. We are based in Dubai, in the UAE. We've been around in our second year of operations. Prior to that, I worked in education in the UAE for 15 years. Living in the UAE obviously provides us with limitless opportunities to develop, grow, and aspire to be a leader and transform the landscape of the industry. One of our biggest advantages of working in education in the UAE is because it's relatively new in comparison to more developed countries, there's more scope for change. So I've always worked in the education sector. In fact, myself and my partners, all four of us have been 15, 20 years in the education sector, either as teachers, head of years, head of academics, head of operations, managers, deputy managers, so on and so forth. I moved away from the generic school setting in 2018 due to family commitments. And I was employed as a trainer and an educator and a head of academics for a learning institute where I was training teachers to be qualified by the KHDA with the cash programs, the BTEC programs, so on and so forth. After doing this for about 5 years, myself and my colleague decided that it was about time to open our own company where we can consult other organizations, we can consult investors to set up practices over here, and we can provide our own professional input to change the landscape of education.
Wow, that's great, Gina. So how do you think the industry is transforming lives at a global scale?
So within the UAE, like I mentioned earlier, the industry is relatively new.
Okay.
And at current, we're still, if you look at policies and procedures, there are other countries such as the UK, which is what I'm referring to. They
Mhm.
have had policies and procedures for about 50 years and government regulations that have been around. In the UAE, like I said, it's relatively new. So 2017, 2018 is when they first had their policies come out, which, if you look in hindsight, is quite new. So I wouldn't really say that UAE is changing on a global level or is impacting on a global level because we're still yet to reach, my personal opinion is we're still yet to reach that macro aspect. But what I can say is that UAE is drawing a lot of international talent to help boost the industry to become a globally recognized stage. You are getting a lot of expats and a lot of educators that have had experiences from these more developed countries coming into the UAE, implementing their knowledge and experience for the growth of the education industry over here.
Okay. Okay, that's huge. How did it feel to receive recognition on your accomplishments?
I was super overwhelmed. To be honest, I did not expect it. I remember when I received the email that I was chosen, I had to read it twice. I was like, wait, what? I was like, how did I even, how was this even possible? The reason I'm also saying that is because when I was working as a practitioner or when I was working in a school setting myself, one of the biggest obstacles I faced is ethnic discrimination,
Okay.
whereby I was being denied certain opportunities and growth in the workplace due to my ethnicity.
Okay.
And this is something which really, really hit very personally to me. Um, it was a personal challenge that I faced being of Indian ethnicity in the education field. I was told that although my credentials are of a high standard and I have significant potential to grow to be managers and so on and so forth, it was denied. It completely pinched me on a personal and professional level, and yet it still had an unimaginable impact on me as an educator. Why am I telling you this? Is because when I was recognized, it really made me feel that what I've been striving for the past 5-6 years, where I have been training teachers and individuals, regardless of their ethnicity, regardless of where they're coming from, that you can be good, qualified, and certified educators as long as you have that passion and desire to make a difference to young children, regardless of where you come from. This is what you can do. And I made it my sole responsibility, with this intrinsic motivation I had based on my own personal experience that I had professionally. I took it upon myself to ensure that, no, I am going to qualify those teachers regardless of those ethnicities. So when I got the recognition from you guys, I was like, oh, it's paid off, it's been recognized. And this continues to help me grow personally and professionally.
Wow, that's great. So this is the spirit, Gina. You deserve this leadership award. So what do you think about our conference? Hope you attended the virtual one.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend the physical one, but I was able to attend the virtual one. Obviously, virtual is great, but I'm sure in person would have been a completely different experience. And I would have loved to attended it personally. Hopefully next year when you come to Dubai, I will be able to. But the lineup of speakers you had was very, very inspiring. Hopefully next year I could even have our company have a booth there or some sort of representation, because now we'll be in our 2nd year or 3rd year of operation. So I'm really looking forward to the next event. It was great online, but like we all know, sometimes things are not always the best online in comparison to face, which I think COVID's taught us that.
Yes, Gina. So could you tell us where we can find your company's information to contact you?
Yes. So we have an Instagram page, which is Generation Z Education and Training Solutions. If you go onto our Instagram page, there is a link tree in our bio. And if you click that link tree, it gives you access to our WhatsApp, our emails, contact us, so forth. We have a website, which is www.generationz.education. And when you go onto that website, there is a WhatsApp link that you can contact us on. And even on LinkedIn, you can find us as well. So we're everywhere.
That's great. Thank you for the information, Gina. And there's a good news for you as well, that we are coming up with our next conference as well, which is going to be happen in Dubai. The date will be 20, 21st, and 22nd of Feb, InterContinental Festival City, same place. So thank you so much, Gina. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.